All right. So my mistake in the last checkpoint was rendering one OBJ file from hundreds of different angles and using that as ground truth. And I fixed that problem. Basically, I was told to use Wander 3D just to um, get renders of the training sets, basically augment the training set by extending, these single viewpoints to 6 different viewpoints. So inside the training set, there are pictures of horses, and the purpose of using Wander 3D is to predict what these horses would look like from 6 different angles, which already exists in Wander 3D. So this is what I've done. This is what I've exactly done in the past week. The first thing that I do is I feed this. Basically, I feed the training data into Wander 3D and obtain 6 different masks along with 6 different RGB images for each training image inside, Magic Pony's training set. And this basically augments the Magic Pony's training set by 6 folds, right? So once we, augment this by 6 times, we also have to make some changes inside Magic Pony, how the loss is calculated, how, the model works. And this is I'll present some of the changes that I've made inside the pipeline. Here I basically do something that was already been doing inside Magic Pony. I basically, calculate pitch angle, crop the edges, and compare, these 6 different ground truths with what I'm optimizing, I suppose. Here, since I'm using the pre-trained model, I basically deleted, these some parameters, really simple changes. So this is the important part. This is where Luke really helped me out on, because I needed to find a way to load in 6 different viewpoints and optimize the shape from 6 different viewpoints at the same time, or I will call it n different viewpoints, because I also found a way to do it from not just 6 but 3, 4, 5 as well. So I can just optimize it from whichever many I like, as many I can basically optimize from as many angles as I want. And first get 4 max. So this version which I'm presenting to you right now optimizes the shape from 4 different angles. The reason why I did not use 6 different angles is because it doesn't fit. Like 6 different angles was not able to fit into fit into the memory of the GPU that's installed on my laptop. So I did it from 4. Additionally, since I've extended the data set by 6 times, like I augmented the data set by 6 times, the problem, one of the things that was missing was these dino features. I did not include dino features on this training. And an interesting thing that I realized was that even without the dino features, the model was able to predict, a skeleton, and it was able to, predict this skeleton quite consistently. Here again, I've made some changes such that it can accept up to 6 different. So a batch contains 6 frames instead of 1 frame. Yeah. So as you see, I think I delete this and then copy paste this to another file here. So that's so those are the main changes that I've made inside Magic Pony. So these are the results for optimizations without dino features. and with 4 different viewpoints because I did not have GPU. I can I can also get dino features. However, there are like 10,000 plus images right now inside, this data set because we augmented the data set quite a lot. And now I think the views, or at least the viewpoints, are, quite are a bit more meaningful. I mean, the end result is quite is still not there, and it's quite obvious that it's still not there. But at least if I can show them to you, I have these train images, and these train images have like 6 different sorry 4 different viewpoints, and let me take you to, let's say, 44,000. 44,000. So this is what 44,000 looks like. By the way, some of these augmentations that I obtained from Wonder 3D are absolutely inconsistent. I mean, some of them are quite bad, to be honest. And that may be one of the reasons why I'm having issues. So with this work, but like you can see that these viewpoints now match one another. And normals also match one another. And uh, it's quite meaningful now. And in the past video, they weren't meaningful at all because I was trying to force in some different mask on top of a different ground, like on a different texture. So now we're on the right track. Yes, so till next Wednesday, my aim will be to get the GPU, get a GPU, or and basically replicate all the things that I've done on my laptop in the GPU, and hopefully I will be able to optimize the shape from 6 different angles. And if I will be able to, compute, the dino features and include them in here as well, it's going to be really nice. By the way, let me show you the skeleton, because I also had some skeleton from somewhere. Like I was able to see it. Oh, not here, I guess. Um, all right. I will record a separate video about it later on. Thanks a lot for listening to me.